take 3 of Wednesday Words. Cindy Curtis here. I am really struggling this week, so I just want to give you kind of a heads up on where my mind has been and how I'm trying to deal with that. We, as you well know, have had the effects of a huge storm just a few weeks ago that devastated, and people are still in recovery from that. And now we have another big storm coming through Florida, and we have family and friends that live in these places, and it's just so hard. For me, it feels like, well, it's like an ebb and a flow. Sometimes things are coming in, sometimes things are going out, just like the tide. But this seems to be a coming in, another coming in, and another coming in. And it gets me to a point where when I get overwhelmed, all I want to do is shut down. I don't really want to do anything. I'll sit and watch the Great British Baking Show, which is one of my favorites, because all I have to do is sit. I don't have to act, I don't have to think, and it's just a time to release, I guess, all of this anxiety. I don't know what to do, so a lot of times I want to do something that I can fix, that I can take control of, that I can be in charge of, and it's always good. Yesterday, I was avoiding doing an outline for a good piece of writing, a good course that I'm trying to design with a book that I wrote that has a lot of potential to reach people who really need the help, teenagers and middle schoolers and their leaders. I didn't want to do it. So I gave myself, okay, I'm going to give myself 15 minutes. I couldn't even do 30 this time. As you know, I'm that 30-minute timer person. But for 15 minutes, I did a lot. And it was important. And it was ideas that I had never considered before. It just was a wonderful release for me. So I sort of proved to myself that, yes, I can do something even when my mind is not focused on it, even when I want to shut down. It is possible for me to keep going. So I guess that's my advice I'm giving you. First of all, recognize and name what you're feeling, which I just did for you for the past 2 minutes. I'm feeling a lot, and I don't know what is going to happen. How can these people in Florida even get out of the state? I mean, we've been in a hurricane evacuation here in South Carolina, and it's hard when the traffic builds up like that, and people may not even be able to evacuate because they don't have a place that they can go. So I think about all of that. And it's still making me anxious to just think about it now, but it is a lot. But I'm reminded that even though there's things that are going on that are so far out of my control, that it is important for me to be able to take care of the things I need to take care of. We still have to do that. We still have to keep that normal in our life, whether it's our writing, something with our family, something with our job, something that we committed to do. Eat right, go for a walk, try to cut back on the amount of things that are not good for us. Those things still need to happen, even when we're in the middle of anxiety. And when we have that ebb and flow that seems just like it's flowing now, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, that's the time that we want to be still and let those feelings that we're feeling, name them, let them release, and then look at, well, what can I do? What can I do? Can I take just 15 minutes? Can I clean this one little zone that is on top of my desk that is, I've just been looking at the mess pile up. And I find if I give myself that, the next time I come back to the desk, it's like, well, wow, look what I did. Now I can at least see the bottom of the area where I'm going to be working, and it's just a little bit of spurn of courage. So if you're like me and you're feeling anxious because this another disaster is waiting for the state of Florida, and you have people in that area, or you just have a heart for them, try to do what you can do in this day and try not to get overwhelmed with the things that you can't do. I look at it as, I can focus for a little while, and then I can unfocus again, and then I can refocus. And sometimes that helps me too. It's like when I use my camera and I'm trying to get a picture similar to my background I have now, where the background is not in focus, but where my picture is in focus. I can look back at that background and focus it again, and I can look at the foreground and focus that again, and I could get myself back where I need to be. For me too, I would share with you that this is important for me to pray and to put my trust in God. There is nothing better, nothing better. I had the privilege and just to see a wonderful thing. 100 plus young people got baptized this weekend in the ocean, and I got to go and see that, and one of them was my niece, and that was even a great experience just to see people that committed and all their families there. We sang Amazing Grace before we walked out there to the shore, and it was just made me think of what John the Baptist must have felt like when he was, bringing people to the Lord. So I'm saying to you, don't wait on this. It's time for us to pray and be a praying people. And I hope that you will take what I'm saying to heart this week and have a good week.